3rd and 2, and here's Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Let's go now. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make up.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They run it again with Kamara. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll run again with Hunt. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run by Kareem Hunt. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Switch. Check nickel. Check 15, check 15.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. On 1st down, Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 99. Check 99.
To try again after the sack. Brees airing it out deep for Smith. This is intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 79 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brees to throw on 3rd and 1. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Breeze now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Opposite.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He's got Smith here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Ready, 5-8. Wait, up. Okay, we got to get this stop here, D.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On first down, Hunt accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Easy work. It's easy working.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cardinals, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year, and they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.